Okay, let's go. Second part of the trading mindset. Yeah, so in the first part, we mostly discussed like the game of probability. Um, Probably one of the most important mindsets you gotta have and beliefs in trading. But there's a lot more to what a trading mindset is. A trader's mindset is a winner's mindset, right? It's a winner's mindset and it's a winning attitude. What's that? What is a winning attitude and a winner's mindset, right? Let's think about the version of yourself that's already successful, that has everything, that is one of the best traders it could be. You make a lot of money, you have a lot of payouts, you have everything, right? Everything you ever desired, you have it. What is that version? This version is disciplined, right? Disciplined in its rules, disciplined in its edge, and disciplined in a free state of mind. It's also focused, right? It's focused on its setup. You are focused on your setups. If you see a setup, you don't hesitate, you take it, and you don't miss setups. You are confident in your edge. This is what we mostly discussed in the last part. Remain confident in constant my bad. Remain confident in constant uncertainty. Exactly. The market's uncertain, and you still have to be confident in it. This is also something I discuss, I think, on YouTube um, a couple of times now. So you have to be confident in your edge. Backtest it 100,000 times if you have to be confident in it. Because the market is uncertain. You can lose, you can win, the market can do what it wants, but you still have your edge and you have to be confident in that edge. Right. I have a lot of quotes here. We can just fly over them. And something at the end, I advise you to tell it yourself every single day, or before every trading session, or before or after a trade. First, no longer susceptible to fears and trading errors. Yeah, that's a winning mindset, a winning attitude. You are not susceptible of all your fears that you might lose, that you fuck something up, that you force a trade, that you revenge trade. You don't fear it because you don't do it. You know, that's where the discipline is. So you don't have to be susceptible of it. There's no reason to it. Right. You must create a new version of yourself, just as a sculptor creates a likeness of a model. Exactly. You have to be a completely different person. This is also what I talked about on YouTube a lot, and also has a lot to do with the first two parts of taking responsibility. Um, so I think taking responsibility is further down in the schedule, so you will watch the videos later on probably, and it's also pretty important. So it has a lot of to do with this, right? You have to be a whole new you have to build a whole new identity of yourself with a whole new mindset and a lot of more things. And yeah, the more you will watch the series, the more you will figure it out for yourself. Third, a winning attitude that allows them to easily move beyond their mistakes and keep going. You fuck up, good. Take responsibility for it. Say to yourself, okay, I fucked it up, I did that and that wrong. Write it down and don't ever do it again. Move on. It happens. Everybody makes mistakes, everybody loses. But the only way you really lose and fuck shit up is when you give up or when you don't fix your bad habits. So move on and fix. Fix, move on. Mistake, fix, move on. It's that simple. 4. Create a healthy balance between confidence and restraint, same as recognize. Yeah, if you're on a winning streak, don't overshoot it, right? Don't over leverage. Don't put more risk into a trade that it's needed. If you're in a losing streak, I mean, don't let it bring you down, you know? You gotta find a healthy balance between it. And the most healthy balance is a simple trick. don't care about the outcome. Don't care about the outcome, even if it's a win or a lose. Only care about the edge that you have on your setup. You have an edge, you take the trade. You don't have an edge, you don't take the trade. This is the only thing you pretty much have to consider trading. And if you only do these two things, right, then you have automatically a healthy balance because you don't care, right? You can always be confident, but it's good that you're confident in your edge, but don't be confident in your P&L type of eyes. So yeah, nothing brings me down. It's impossible for me to lose. I'm the best trader ever, you know. The thing is, everybody can take trades. You can give a 9 to 5 person that never had something to do the phone in his hand and tell him take a trade and it might be a winner. Even 2 trades, it might be a winner. So don't be overconfident, right? Everybody can trade, can take trades and win trades. This is not what a profitable and good and successful trader is, right? It does not require any type of skill for a normal person to win a trade. Always get it in your mind, right? Being a good trader does not come from winning. It comes from being confident, sure, but consistency and emotionally balanced, right? You can act on emotions, and confidence is an emotion. So don't overshoot it. Don't put up your risk level higher. I mean, trading is a lot of momentum, sure, but don't up your risk when you're in a winning streak. And don't up your risk when you're in a losing streak. It just don't, right? You're only setting yourself up for bad at this. So never do it. Um, yeah, yeah. Don't. If you're in a losing streak, don't put yourself down. Um, that just takes you way longer. Just keep going. You know, when you're in a losing streak, keep going. You will hit a win. You can backtest. What I did back then was a lot of if I'm in a losing streak and I kind of like didn't 100% believe my edge anymore, I just backtested. I just backtested the this year, right? Like the last couple of 3 months and made data about it and I was like, oh no, I'm profitable. So I had to be the mistake. And then I looked everything up and be like all the trades I took, right? I journal every single trade. And I looked them up and be like, okay, wait, this might have been the mistake. So it's a little bit of a life hack in trading. If you ever feel down or unconfident, just backtest and write data about it, and the statistics will give you back the confidence that you need. 5. Developing a winning attitude is the key to your success. It definitely is. Of course, it's not the only key, but it's a really big part of it because everything starts with the mind, right? Everything starts with the mind. You have a mind, you have a thought about something, you do it, you act on it, you redo it 100 of times, it turns into a habit, and if it turns into a habit for a long enough period of time, it will be your personality, your new character. And you need a winning attitude, which I discussed before, right? That's winning attitude to even be kind of decent at trading. So this is where the mental work starts pretty much, I would say, right? First of all, you have to have a winning attitude. It's one of the first things you need to have to do and have to learn as a trader on the psychology part, psychological part. Yeah. 6, learn to create a state of mind that is near affected by the market's behavior. The struggle will cease to exist. Yeah. Just don't put energy into bad things in trading. Um, even if it's the market, when you lose or anything, don't blame them. Don't ever blame the market. Don't ever blame price action. I hate it when I see on TikTok people like traders blaming about June price action or whatever. It's just the most stupidest, dumbest thing I ever seen. Like, this just tells me instantly they are not successful, profitable, or anything like that. When you blame the market for anything, the market is uncertain. What do you want to blame them for? The market doesn't care about your emotions. And I will have a couple of parts, 2 or maybe even 3, on the market's behavior here, like psychology, the psychology behind the market itself. So keep going, check that out if you want to know more about it. But the point here is that you shouldn't be affected by the market in any state of emotional type of way, right? If the market doesn't act like you want it to act, then don't do anything. Like, it's that simple, right? You can't blame the market. The market does not care about your emotions at all, so don't care, and give the market the power to control your emotions when they don't care about it, right? It's like a girl. Let's say you have a beautiful girl and she's manipulating you and all the time. She doesn't give a fuck about your emotions, so why would you put your emotions into that girl, right? Maybe she's fucking hot, and I understand it, okay? But that's a different story. So let's move on to 7. Belief in uncertainty of the market. The whole thing I'm preaching since like the beginning of this video, the uncertainty. Um, yeah, it is uncertain. It is. Why is it uncertain? You never know how many traders are in the trade right now. You never really know what every trader thinks right now. You never really know the hedge funds, what they are going to do, how many hedge funds are in their position, how many hedge funds are planning into the short or into the long, and you never really know it. The market's uncertain. Take it. Like, there's no denying that. So just live by it, right? And yeah, the last thing of this video for this part is I want you to read it out loud, right? We're gonna do it together. I'm a consistently successful trader. Yes, I'm a consistently successful trader. Tell it yourself as much as you need to hear it. And because manifestation is real. And if you speak something out loud with the courage to say it, if you see it in your mind and you have the courage to speak it, right? Shout out to Conor McGregor. Um, you will receive it basically. It's just the law of the universe. Because you're telling the universe that you already are the successful trader and consistent. And if you act like it, then there's nothing to take it from you, right? You are ready to be that person. If you always preach like, oh my god, I want to be a consistent trader so bad, you tell the universe that you're not ready for it because you don't have it already, right? And if you tell the universe that you have it, then like you have it, you will receive it in real life. So yeah, once the principle becomes who you are, you will no longer need self-discipline because the process of being consistent will become effortless. And this is how it is. This is with everything, right? Um, if you really think and believe from your unconscious mind that you are a consistently successful trader, you won't need all that. You won't need all that because you do it automatically in your mind, right? You are automatically disciplined. You are automatically focused, confident. You know, you don't fear anything anymore because you are a consistent, successful trader. And to speak it out loud over and over again, your subconscious minds, especially before you go to sleep, will repeat it the whole time. If this is the last thought that you have before you go to sleep and just be completely aware only of your unconscious mind, then will have a big impact over a period of time on you. I can guarantee you that. Manifestation is real. So use it. It's a life hack. Manifestation is a life hack. So yeah, with that being said, the last couple of words here, I'm a consistent, successful trader. I will end this video. This is a little bit of a shorter part, but it's pretty simple, right? This is one of the first things you have to learn, the winning attitude, the winner's mindset. How do you think as a person that is already successful, is already profitable since years, and has multiple six-figure payouts, okay? Think of that person, how he would act and how he would feel, especially. Feelings is the strongest manifestation method. If you manifestation in feelings and emotions, how you would feel, do it. Tell this quote yourself over and over again, and yeah, it will happen one day. So let's move on to the next video down here. Enjoy.